She's a baby. Can you hear her purring? Hey, thank you so much for choosing to watch this video. If you are here specifically for the title of the video, let me put in a timestamp right here when that little talk starts, and you can hear my experience or my opinion on it. So there's that timestamp right there. The rest of the video is just going throughout my day. That's kind of what I'm trying to do on YouTube and eventually on Instagram once I get all of that figured out. But for right now, if you are just here for the little talk, timestamp right here. If not, please enjoy the rest of the video. You know what I mean? It's one of those days already. Here we go, here we go. So, video quality. I was like looking at it this morning. I can't tell if it's worked. I mean, I've had to really rush this morning. I haven't had the time to really sit down and look at it and see if it worked. I asked my mom to check on her phone. The resolution was horrible, but I think she can change it. I'm gonna go ahead and record today. Like, I'm not gonna let that discourage me like it did last year. I don't know. We're gonna keep trying. We're gonna keep going from there. We'll be going out to the ranch today and finish setting up a washing machine drain kind of thing. You'll see all of it, don't worry. And yeah, we'll go from there. I really hope that despite the rushed day, it's gonna be a good day. I'm gonna go. I will catch up with y'all here in a little bit. Oh, the baby, hi baby, sweet boy. You sweet boy. Oh, you pushed me. He pushed me on. I know. He pushed me onto the couch so he could cuddle me. We have to go. We have to go. We can't sit here for too long. You just waking up? You just waking up? Hot puppy. Hot puppy, I love you. Give kisses? Give kisses? You kissed the camera. I know. Give kisses? Thank you. Okay, let's get food. You hungry? You hungry? Yeah, he's hungry. Oh, Chad, I'm running late. I'm so late. Okay, here's the thing. Normally, I'm not considered late right now because typically I'm not going to work till like more in the afternoon. It's the morning. But today's a little different because I have therapy. We needed to finish a project out at the ranch today. It's literally an hour there and back. Go potty, eat my banana, gather my things, and we're gonna go. I thought I might as well start recording like right now so I can. We have to go under the house. It's gonna be all dark and whatnot. I'm gonna do my best to record. We're all together. P-trap. Let's lay this out. Okay. Smashed my finger on the center block because I'm a dumbass, so. Okay, for those who don't know, purple is primer. It's primed the PVC. And then we've got the glue. Okay, there's glue. Set that down. Glue. And then bloop. It likes to push back against itself. So we'll let that set. And then I'll clean up. It's a very awkward angle. I think that lines up. Okay. I'm gonna try to film this the best I can from this angle. There's the pee drain. That's to keep the gases and bugs from coming back up into the house and washing machine, whatnot. It'll attach here. We'll cut it shorter, but it goes over here. The elevation is so it can drain better. Oh, like 30 feet down that way into a corrugated tube that will empty out gray water. So yeah, that's my fast-tracked explanation of all this while I'm lying down in a very, very awesome position. Let me kind of go through the outside work of the drain. Alright, it's kind of windy. Here's where the PVC comes out from under the house, which what we were just working on. This corrugated tube is all underground. We had to take all this up. Once we're done, we will cover it back up. And then it's all the way down here. It's right here where it will eventually go out. I'm not going to show too much of the yard because that's not my property. I'm just trying to be respectful. Now that's all done. That took us a couple of days. Just because, you know, you don't know what you need. Scope it out. You need to get the right parts. Some things go wrong, like I glued some things wrong way on accident. Now the homeowner wants us to do a couple of little things, so I got it. Now I gotta get that. I hurt my pinky. Which pinky was it? It was this one. Can you see it? It hurted. It hurted. Come on. Come on. Good boy. Sweetie baby. You have to go potty? You have to go potty? You smell me like that. Do I smell mom? Do you have to go potty? It's hot outside. Go get it. Go get it. Ready? Ugh. Good boy. I know. I'm home now after just a couple hours today at work. I can't promise how good it was. I don't think it was very good at all. But I have therapy here in a little bit. I think everybody should go to therapy. I don't care what you think you've been through, what you think you haven't been through. If you believe in God, if you don't believe in God, I don't care. Go to therapy, please. All of you go to therapy. Love you. Go potty. Let me get in the shade. It's just a resource that it's attainable, but not everybody can or will do it. Here's the thing, if you want to, you will. I have been dead broke and I found a way to get to therapy. And now, of course, I utilize the resources that are provided in my area and for me and whatnot. So find those resources, find a church. My church also does inner healing sessions. It's like spiritual therapy. Just find the resources, use the resources. Please, this is your sign. Look at me. This is your sign. Go to therapy. But yeah, for now, I'm home with the dog. Let him do his business. I will be going to therapy. Probably the gym after that. We'll see. And then, I don't know, I can go over plants. We can talk about stuff. Whatever you want to do, except I'm the one that has to come up with it. I will say though, this resolution shenanigan is pissing me off. I need to figure it out. Like I said this morning, I thought it was okay. I think what you have to do, you have to go into the manual video playback quality and go to advanced and then like select the highest one, which is 1080p at 60 frames per second. That's what I'm shooting in right now, but it doesn't always upload in that format. So if y'all have any tips, any suggestions, please let me know. I am desperate. I'm desperate to figure this out because I want to do this. It may not always be the best quality content. I don't know. The best thing you can do is just do it. Just do it. Nike. No. That is the best thing to do for your dreams, aspirations, whatever. There's a lot going on for myself that I'm not too sure how to share it, but I'm trying. That's the whole purpose of this. I'm trying to share that. I'd like to even maybe go into more detail about my therapy, even if that is helpful to people. That's what I'm here for. That's the whole purpose of doing this, basically. It's just to live my life and be as real as possible, even in bad times, down days, whatever. I'm more mentally okay to be able to be able to do that. A year ago, when I tried all of this, I wasn't. I wasn't okay. But I'm doing better now. So I know only like 40 people saw that video. 30 of them were me. No, I'm kidding. I'm joking. He hears me. Papi! I'm gonna go inside before he gets too crazy. And then I need to go to therapy. We're figuring this out as we go along. Just a couple things about therapy before I go into therapy. It's good to remind myself too, because therapy is still hard. It's hard to go through. It's hard to find certain things out about yourself that, frankly, you would have never found out if you had never gone to therapy. Especially cognitive therapy just really branches into why you are the way you are. What makes you a good person and what makes you a bad person, because we are all good and bad. We all have good traits about us, some less than others, and we all have horrible, toxic, horrendous, downright terrible things about us. Every single one of us. Every single one of us. If you're walking around thinking you're perfect and nothing's wrong with you, really? Really? This is what we talk about over here. It's what we're going to talk about. It's part of my life and it's part of my convictions. Go to therapy. If you don't go to therapy, find something kind of like it. You cannot do it by yourself, and frankly, I don't know if I would even trust friends or family, to be honest. You need an accountability partner, I don't know, partner's not the right word, but someone who can hold you accountable without their view about you changing based on the things you tell them. Because here's the thing, you're gonna have to tell them some pretty ugly things about yourself. Sometimes it just comes out naturally. Other times you have to make that decision to be honest. And if you're not gonna be honest, don't waste their time. Don't waste their time. I don't need to go into a whole rant about like how prideful that is, but it is. I'm not sitting here preaching. I have fallen into that mindset time and time again. Even while I'm going to therapy, I've fallen into that mindset. It's not a good place to be. You shouldn't want to stay there. You're doing the best you can. You are doing the best you can. I say that with all love in my heart because I've been there. Like, it's heartbreaking to be in that place of, this is who I am. There's no there's no better than this right here. And you feel horrible, or you should feel horrible about it. It's not a fun place to be, but I promise you, it can and will get better. You just have to be willing. You have to be willing to go through the process. You have to be willing to feel the hurt. You have to be willing to do the hard work. It's doable. I promise, if I can do it, anybody can do it. Editor Abigail here. I started editing the part where I'm talking about therapy, which is the part you're at right now. I'm gonna splice this in. What I mean by if I can do it, anybody can do it. I was in such a low and toxic life cycle when I first went to therapy. As these videos go along, I will definitely find ways to talk about it. I'm not trying to hide it whatsoever. There is nothing to hide. But what I'm trying to say is I felt like I even told myself, there's no saving me. I believed that there was no help for me. I couldn't believe that my life would get any better. I couldn't believe that I would become a healthier, happier individual. When you have fought depression and suicidal thoughts for so long, you start to believe there's no hope. You start to believe God himself cannot save me. Some of you even blame God. I did too. So what I truly mean is that if I myself have been that low, if you yourself are that low, if I could get the help I needed, so can you. If I could go through the hard work, so can you. And it's because I was so down and low that I can say that. It is because I was so hopeless that I could say that. I didn't just have zero hope, I had negative hope, if that's even possible, which I found that it was quite the low for me, especially growing up a Christian, when you get pushed to that level of low. So whether you believe in God, whether you don't believe in God, you can get help. If you blame God, that is okay. I'm here to tell you that's okay, because I blamed God and he still loved me. I had never felt more loved. I'd never felt more loved than when I ran to the Father and I told him the truth. And the truth was, I hated what he was doing to me. But then, you see, it's not God doing it to you. It's just life. And God is actually the one that's going to pull you out. But until you face the reality of life, you can't get pulled out. And that's why you need help, because the reality of life is dark and scary and it's harmful. And some of us, if you're like me, and I fear there are a lot of people like me, you get pushed to that level of, I can never be saved, I can never change. But I promise you, there's hope. There is a verse I want to share from Lamentations. It's like a verse passage. I'm sorry if I start crying because this passage has meant a lot to me. So it's Lamentations 3:17 through 32. And I like the amplified version, but read it in whatever version speaks to you. So Lamentations 3:17. My soul has been cast far from peace. I have forgotten what goodness and happiness are. And I say, perished is my strength and my expectation from the Lord. O Lord, remember my affliction and my misery, my wandering and outcast state, the wormwood and the gall, which is misery, suffering. My soul remembers them continually and is bowed down within me. But this I call to mind, therefore I have hope. It is because of the Lord's mercies and loving kindness that we are not consumed, because his tender compassions fail not. They are new every morning. Great and abundant is your faithfulness. The Lord is my portion, says my living being. Therefore will I have hope in him and expectantly wait for him. The Lord is good to those who hopefully and expectantly wait for him, to those who seek him, inquire of and for him. It is good that one should hope and wait quietly for the salvation of the Lord. It is good for a man that he bear the yoke of divine disciplinary dealings in his youth. Let him sit alone, uncomplaining and silent in hope, because God has laid the yoke upon him for his benefit. Let him put his mouth in the dust, there may yet be hope. Let him give his cheek to the one who smites him. Let him be filled full with reproach in meekness. For the Lord will not cast off forever. But though he causes grief, yet will he be moved to compassion according to the multitude of his loving kindness and tender mercies. That passage has spoken to me. If you don't know the context of Lamentations, it's written by Jeremiah, and his people have been taken into captivity by an enemy. I can't remember if it was Babylon. I don't remember. Either way, if you read all of the verses before that, chapter 3, verse 1, I am Jeremiah, the man who has seen affliction under the rod of God's wrath. He has led me and brought me into darkness and not light. Surely God has turned away from me. His hand is against me all the day. My flesh and my skin has he worn out and made old. God has shattered my bones. That right there. It's okay to be angry at God. It's okay to tell God, I'm angry. Scream at him, cuss at him. I've done all of those things. Right here in the Bible, Jeremiah is complaining. And for good reason, because it says here in the first chapters of Lamentations, which Lamentations is only like 4 or 5 chapters. Yes, 5 chapters. He's saying that Jerusalem, his city, his people have been captured, and he has to watch them die. He has to watch them suffer. Of course, he's going to complain and cry that God has been afflicting him. Not just that God has left him, but God is the cause of this affliction. And that's okay. You can believe that, you can think that, you can say that. But in chapter 3, starts in verse 21. But this I recall, or this I remember, and therefore I have hope. It is because of the Lord's mercies and loving kindness that we are not consumed. If you woke up this morning, it is because of God. It is because he is not done with you yet. That goes for everybody, whether you put your faith in Jesus Christ or not. If you woke up, that is because God's not done with you. That is because he still has a plan for you. That is because he is still giving you time to give your life to him. And for those of you that do believe in God, whether you are a Christ follower or not, I know there are some people out there who believe there's a God, but don't follow Christ. Some of you blame God. You blame God. And guess what? Right there. That's okay. That's okay. But then Jeremiah switches his perspective. He realizes it's actually because of God that good things are still here. And verse 32, but though God causes grief, he will have compassion. In the very next verse after that, it says he does not afflict willingly or from his heart. Some of you are in a bad place because you put yourself there. Some of you, it's because of other people. Some, it's a mix of both. I had a little bit of both. Some people put me there, a parent being one of them. Others, that's a different story. But a big chunk of it was because I wanted to stay there, because it felt like protection. It feels like protection to harbor unforgiveness. It feels like protection to be a cynic. It feels like protection to view people like they're going to hurt you. That's self-protection. That is self-preservation. Guess what? It starts with self. And when your mind is so focused on self, you forget these things. Your soul forgets. Your soul is longing to be loved and held by God. It is only because of God that I am here right now. If you're still watching this video, something's keeping you here. And not here watching this video, here on this earth. Here living your day-to-day life. Right here in Lamentations, it says that's God. You can think it's your own resilience. You can think it's just that daily grind. Maybe you don't know why you're still here. You just keep going. Lamentations says that's God. Once you realize that, once you believe it, once you let that set in, once you let that become your mindset, your whole world changes. And it's changed me. It's changed me for the better. I've never been happier. There's still so much pain I carry. There's still some resentments. There's some anger. And just doubt. There's just pain. There's still pain. But it's because of God that I'm here. It's because of God that I'm doing better. He has finally taken my burden, and it took a while. The Israelites, took them years to get out of captivity, like hundreds of years. God took mine away in a few. And in the grand scheme of things, I am better because of it. In the grand scheme of things, I'm closer to Him because of it. Run to your Father, the one who created everything. Why would He even care about me? Why would He care to live life right beside me every single day when my life is mundane? My life has no meaning in the grand scheme of things, but He does care. He cares, He loves, He forgives. In verse 22 and 23, verses 22 and 23, it says, His tender compassions are new every morning. If you've ever been in love, or if you've ever see that person, your day brightens up. That's how God sees you every single day without fail. And it's like that feeling never gets old for Him. It renews every single morning, no matter what you've done, no matter if you're screaming at Him at the top of your lungs, sobbing, cussing at Him. He still sees you like that. He still sees you, and He smiles. His day brightens up because you've run to the Father. I implore you to find a church, to find someone who knows about God, that you know knows about God in your life. I implore you to go ask questions, especially someone you know will be honest. Because unfortunately there are a lot of Christians out there who don't like to be honest about their struggles, and that's okay. I've been there too. I implore you to follow along this channel, because I'm gonna be honest about my struggles. I'm going to be there for you as best as I can. Love you guys. Ignore the random outfit change I had to get ready. Moral of the story, just be honest to God. I would love to challenge you, whether you believe in God, whether you don't believe in God. No matter what you're feeling, no matter what you're thinking, just tell Him. Whether that's anger, whether that's hatred, you hate Him, maybe you don't know if He exists or not. Tell Him. Tell Him how angry you are. Tell Him how disappointed in him you are. Scream at him like, where are you? Why haven't you showed up? Just be honest. So I want to challenge you the rest of the week, whether you believe in God, whether you don't believe in God, give it a try. The Bible says, taste and see that the Lord is good. Try it. Put your whole heart into it for just a day, for 3 days, for a week. I don't know. What is there to lose? Just try it. Give it a try. And then come back to this video. Let me know what you discover. Okay. There's my little pep talk. I'm sure there's plenty more. I think I went down on a couple bunny trails and I missed a few points I wanted to make, but for the most part, that's where my head's at right now. I'm about to pull up. Pull up. Okay, I'll pull up. Yeah, I'm really sorry about that one. It is 100 degrees right now, ladies and gentlemen. 100 degrees right now, and we're not even seeing the worst of it this week. So that's something to look forward to. I will see y'all as soon as I get out of therapy. We'll see how that goes. Here's me before therapy. And then we're gonna cut to me after therapy. Okay. It is actually the next day. Once my therapy session was over, I didn't really want to film again. I might finish up the video there. I had a whole rant that I kind of went through yesterday, but it wasn't ready for posting. But I scrapped it, so now we're just starting from here the next day.
Nothing more than inside. And when you think about me, all of those years ago, you're standing face to face with I told you so. You know I hate to say I told you so. Get that